This is the vice president on Axios. Oh, lying through her teeth. Roll it.
You're coming up on a month in. You're inside the machine. What are you finding is harder about the pandemic? Like, how are you finding the hole is deeper?
I mean, the challenge, Mike, is, what I explained to the mayors. There was no stockpile, right? It's, in many ways,
no stockpile
of vaccine.
Okay, stop it. Well, what does that mean, there's no stockpile? We have been through this. Meanwhile, she's getting it. Biden's getting it. What did they do for months? They trashed it. They trashed the science. They trashed Trump. They trashed the process. They told us he was misleading people when he told us we could have it by the end of the year. They trashed it at every turn they could. All the Democrats did. She did. Schumer did. Pelosi did. Biden did. They all did. They trashed it from the word go. Because the president got this done in record time. No one else could have got this done. Yeah, we told you all along Biden had no plan that was any different from what Trump was doing. Every time he spoke about this issue, I'm going to use the Defense Production Act. Yeah, he's done that. Oh, we're going to do this. Yeah, we did that. I showed you the general that was in the press briefing room laying out how we get this across the country. They're making this sound, they're just lying. That's just the best way to put it.
Well, especially because she said, well, there was no stockpile. Well, then how did they continue 1 million vaccines a day if there was no stockpile? Was it magic? Was it completely bare and all of a sudden somebody snapped their fingers like, hey, we're back to 1 million? She's lying. You're right. It's a complete and utter lie.
Yeah, that's it. There's no reason to get down in the weeds about it. She's just lying about it. She's lying about it because they have nothing different. As you see now, all they wanted to do is try to lay every death at Trump's feet. Since Biden's been in office, how many people have died from COVID? Unfortunately. It's not even, they even have to use this, but I think it's about 70,000. You have not heard one of them laid at the feet of this president, not from the media, not from anybody. But they tried to lay every single death at the feet of President Trump. They had every death chart, everything you could find on every network forever. And as he continued to talk about Operation Warp Speed, they trashed it. They should be last in line to even get the damn thing, as far as I'm concerned. And so she's going to take it now. He's getting it now. They're all taking it now. They're all happy to take it after they trashed it. Trashed the process, trashed the president, trashed everybody working. And there's Fauci doing more media than Michael Avenatti. It's just disgraceful. These people are just There's just no level that they won't stoop to. So let's hear the rest of this, G. Just go ahead, finish it off.
Right? So
no, not
we're looking at this. There was no national strategy or plan.
That's another lie.
For vaccinations.
Okay, now stop. Just think about how you can leave it up, G. How insane that statement is. There was no plan. How do you think we got from nothing in January to having this multiple ready to go in December? If there was no plan and there was no nothing. How is she getting it in her arm if there's no nothing? If there's no plan? In the White House, when this dummy took over, and the reporter says to him on day one, well, 100 million shots in 100 days, that's what we're doing now. Well, how are we doing that now if there's no plan and if there's no stockpile? They're just lying. Go ahead.
States and local leaders to try and figure it out. And so in many ways, we're starting from scratch on something that's been raging for almost an entire year. And that's,
And so are you having to adjust your sights now of what's possible, given that?
And to challenge that everything is possible, we've got to figure out a way. That has to be our standard. Our standard has to be everything is possible, but we're going to have to work like heck.
Good standard.
To get it done, which means, again, no patience for delay, no patience for no patience for it can't be done.
Please, Just enough.
that's how
Just enough.